Welcome to Real Talk Real Life, a podcast by Crown Cross Healthcare. Today we have Shahara, and we're going to be talking about mental health, all the do's and the don'ts and what to look out for as well. So welcome, Shahara. Um, so just as a basis, because mental health can be a bit of a taboo in certain places. What is mental health? Like, do I have it? Is it a sickness or is it just like normal thing like physical health? Or what's that?
Mental, that's a really good question, Aaron. Look, mental health and well-being, it is all of our, w- we all need to protect our mental health and well-being.
Mm,
And mental health is different. Mental illness is another category.
okay.
Just because you're stressed, for example,
Mhm.
does not mean that's a mental health illness.
Okay.
So there are differences. And of course, yeah, I think the first thing we need to do
Mm,
is to look at what is mental health
okay.
and yeah, then going to
hmm
dig deep a bit.
So if I'm stressed on a day-to-day basis, oh, I've got an exam coming up, or I have to go to work and stuff, is that an illness or is it that's just how I'm mentally or it's a normal thing?
That is a normal behavior, normal
Mhm.
reaction
Mm,
that you get
yeah.
if you do not feel anxious and stressed, then that's not normal.
Okay.
So there's we call it even with anxiety we call it there's healthy anxiety,
Okay.
healthy nervousness.
Healthy nervous.
And then there's, of course, if you do not manage that
Mhm.
anxiety, then it develops into a more complicated version of anxiety.
Okay.
So, stress from, exams, work stresses, and then, say you get stressed before you have like a university
Patient,
presentation,
yeah.
that's normal.
Okay. So
Yes.
like a normal amount is okay. And
That is okay.
I've heard that you should have some amount because then for me, even it motivates me to do the work.
Exactly.
So that
Exactly.
anxiety or that nervousness is needed to get things done.
Definitely. You're
So
right.
yeah, that's 100%. So what would you say is like a misconception with mental health or mental illness? Can you like tell just by looking at someone, oh, they're suffering from an illness, or what should I really be looking out for?
There are many misconceptions, Aaron. You can't, it's not always evident that
Okay.
someone is suffering from mental illness
Okay.
or they are stressed by looking at them.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are, like, we've heard stories, even with celebrities,
Mm.
we've come across, they take their lives, but they've been presented as very happy and
Okay.
very friendly. And so you can't always um, identify
Identify it.
someone going
Okay.
through
Sure.
a difficult time.
Yeah. So I'd say, we have certain celebrities because of the fame, it's just a bit too much for them. Like in our day to day lives, we have our friends, our family. What would you say? Is there like a step by step to be able to tell, oh, how do I get them not to talk, but to, I feel like something's wrong. Something doesn't add up. How do I get them to be like, oh, how are you feeling? Like without being pushy and like for them to shut down. Is there like a step by step kind of way to get that?
Yes. Look, we call it, there's action plans, there's no step
Action.
by step. Look,
Okay.
it's individual.
Okay.
So when it comes to family and friends,
hmm
you of course get to know one person
Yep.
and how they behave usually, how their characteristics are,
hmm
personality. But then if you notice even like slightly, if their behavior has changed. For
Okay.
example, now they're more isolating themselves a little bit more, not talkative than before, and physically, like, of course, they can look tired,
Okay.
or if they've lost weight
Oh, okay.
or gain weight,
It's
that's another indication.
yeah.
And then then you can approach and say, hey, and the other, most of us, I guess, when we are going through difficult times or stress, we do get more grumpy.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, 100%.
That's the simplest word, I think. And if they get angry easily
Mhm.
or get frustrated easily, that's another sign.
Yeah.
So then you can of course approach and you can say, hey, I've noticed that you haven't been yourself
Yeah.
lately. Are you okay? Is there anything I can do for you?
Hmm.
Um, I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm here
Mm.
to listen if you're going through something. I just want to make sure you're okay.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get what you mean because we don't want to be. I don't want to be pushing them too much,
Yes.
and then they'll be like, "Oh, I don't feel safe around them," because they're really pushing me to answer these questions. It
Definitely.
should just come out naturally, almost like they should feel
Yeah.
safe
Yes.
to be able to say that.
Definitely.
So I know when university, for me, like uni friends and stuff, when there's a lot happening on, they say, "Oh, I'm not going to do anything. I just want to take care of my mental health." What does that mean? Because I sometimes I feel like, oh, you can just push through a little bit. It's just one day. What does it mean to take care of my mental health? Is it like similar to I've taken care of my physical health, going to the gym, going on runs? What does that mean? Taking care of my mental health.
Very good question. And what you said, Aiden, that is it. We pay attention to our physical health.
Mm.
We go and see the GP, we
Yeah.
get the blood test done,
Mhm.
um, but then we do not pay much attention to mental health
Mm.
because there is stigma.
Yeah.
And then because with certain cultures, say, I'm coming from Sri Lanka, so for Asian cultures, the stigma is huge. You're
Mhm.
supposed to, what's the word? Toughen it up.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
just
Just push
suck it
through it.
up. Yeah, push through it.
Mhm.
Look, in a way, it does build resilience,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
then it is also important. It's okay even to take a bit of a break,
Mhm. Yeah.
even for half a day. Okay, it's
Mhm.
getting a bit too much for me. Just pause.
Yeah.
I'm taking a bit of a break. I just need to, I don't know, take a bath,
Yeah.
take
Okay.
a hot shower
Mhm.
or going for a massage for an hour.
Oh yeah.
That is okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's how you refresh.
Mm.
And that way you get time to actually think and
Mhm.
reflect. So that is very important.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's definitely we need to do more. We need
Yeah.
to
Okay.
take care of more mental health. Because what we do not realize is, there are studies that shown
Mhm.
depression and anxiety really changes your brain functions.
Mhm. Okay.
Definitely, we will put up more studies, research that
Mhm. Yeah.
has
Mm.
about it, like, with the pictures,
Yeah.
how brain changes. So when you're stressed, that actually physically affects you.
Okay. Mm.
For example, you can get a heart attack
Mhm.
from stress.
Oh, okay.
Uh, b- because personally, I experienced that. I never knew that was a thing. When I
Mhm.
was
Okay.
studying, my father
Yeah.
actually,
Mhm. Okay.
his heart attack, his cholesterol level was normal.
Mhm.
He did not have sugar.
Okay.
Everything else was within the normal range,
Range.
all his
Mm.
blood tests.
Okay.
But then doctors were like, how did you end up with a heart attack?
Mm.
Because he was stressed, because
Mm.
that was related to work stress.
Okay. Yeah.
So if your mental health is not being looked after,
Sure. Yeah.
um, that affects everything.
Mm. Okay.
Everything.
Okay. So with mental health, is there one question? Is it possible to have bad okay, obviously it's not like a one-time go, like a mental health. It's not like
Yeah,
it's the same with going to the gym for physical fitness. Like it's not like you go once and you're good for it. It's like you got to keep it consistent. You got to
definitely.
keep doing it. So is there a difference between a bad mental health and versus a mental illness? Like where's the line where you say, okay, I've got a mental illness versus I'm just having a rough patch?
Um, Look, I think first we need to think about overall what is mental health.
Mm-hmm.
So for you,
Yeah.
when you generally,
Yeah.
uh, what is mental health? When someone
Okay.
says, oh, when I say, okay, mental health, what is that for you?
Mental health is for me the way how I feel mentally throughout my day to day. Say tomorrow morning when I wake up, I realize, oh, I have church, then I have to do some uni assignments, and then I have to do this family function, and I have to go do these things for 12 hours. So I'm thinking in the morning, I'm feeling, oh, I'm a bit anxious of the day because there's a lot to happen. Another day, I might feel like, oh, I feel like I'm relaxed. my mental health is great. Like it's amazing because I don't have much to do. I can stay home. I don't have much uni assignments. I can relax today. So that's mental health for me. So it changes according to the day, how I wake up in the morning. Yeah.
Correct. So mental health has three components:
Okay.
psychological,
Hmm.
emotional, and social well-being.
Okay.
So how we think and behave, that reflects on, of course, these three components,
Yeah.
and how we reacts and to certain situations in life.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, so w- with your explanation,
Mm,
so that's what do you think from those three categories? What you said about union, which
yeah.
is supposed to be
This
one.
was
So
the psychological. So
emotional
and
and
so
social.
so emotional. Oh, that's a tough one. Yeah. Because even with social, it depends on, okay, do I have a family function or do I have to go anywhere? Uh, Emotional, I mean, studies, that really takes a toll on your emotions. Like,
Yes,
it is stressful trying to get things done in
yes.
the right time frame. Psychological, that's interesting. Yeah, this is a hard thing. Yeah.
So emotional, yes.
Okay.
Like in one day,
Yeah.
even 1 hour actually,
Hmm.
we go through so many emotions, and how we react to those emotions, and that's where we need to see whether we are reacting in a healthy way,
Hmm.
or are we able to manage our emotions in a healthy way.
Okay.
Psychological means, for example, your self-esteem,
Hmm.
and again, how you're responding to stress.
Mm.
And of course, there's a spirituality side of
Yeah.
things as well, with our faith and beliefs.
Hmm.
And of course, social well-being, like you said, it is about how you engage with others,
Yeah. Hmm.
and whether you're able to function in the community.
Okay.
So going back to your question about bad mental health
Yeah. The
and mental
illness.
illness,
Yeah.
it's about stress. Say, yes, you've been stressed about uni.
Yeah.
Um, but you need to figure out a way on how to manage this stress
Hmm.
in a healthy way,
Okay.
not getting angry with everyone around you,
Yeah.
or without isolating yourself.
Hmm.
And of course, look, I myself has done this as well.
Hmm.
In uni, I would just not talk to anyone,
Yeah.
especially during
Exam
exams.
times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exam times. Just trying to study. So again, that is healthy, because that's how you get the productivity done.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
But if that goes on longer, if you continue to isolate yourself,
Yeah.
or just feeling down all the time,
Hmm.
I mean, you're stressed. Have you heard of this tension headaches?
Yeah. So pay attention.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you get these tension headaches all the time,
Yeah.
then that's a bit of a warning sign.
Okay.
If something goes on for, let's just say, more than 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks,
Yeah.
then you need to pay attention.
Sure. Mm.
And hopefully, if you can't identify that trigger,
Yeah.
hopefully there's someone around you, a
Hmm.
loved one or a family or friend, that can see that change within you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So uh, if we do not learn how to manage our triggers and
Hmm.
manage our emotions, it's okay to feel angry.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
That's
it's
right.
normal.
Hmm.
We should not say, "Oh, yeah, I don't feel angry."
Yeah.
And another stigma is, how they say, "Boys don't cry,"
Okay. Yeah.
which personally, no. Like, it's okay to cry.
Hmm.
You need to let it go. You need to feel that anger.
Hmm.
But then, what you do with that anger?
Yeah.
That's the
Sure.
question.
So everyone has mental health.
Yes.
Everyone has a mental health, but a mental illness is more like a diagnosed
Yes.
condition, like depression, anxiety, or bipolar. So you can have a poor mental health without a diagnosis.
Yes. Um. Again, I'm not sure whether we can put that into as poor mental health.
Okay.
It's more like you're not managing your um negatives. How can I put this? Um, for example,
Hmm.
you're feeling down all the time.
Yeah.
if you don't take that time to reflect,
Yeah.
like your friend said, if you don't take that mental health day or
Yeah.
hour
Yeah.
and take time to reflect and really dig deep and see, okay, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I feeling sad
Yeah.
and down? And without giving that space to you, you keep going,
Okay.
y- there's a chance you can end up with depression.
Okay.
Depression means, that affects your mood, you're feeling
Okay.
depressed, you're feeling hopeless,
Mm-hmm.
helpless. I'm sure you've seen this depression categorized by like this dark cloud
Cloud.
over
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
You can't see any light, you
Mm.
can't see anything. So if you don't identify that trigger and then um, really reflect, then you
Yeah.
can go to that stage of
Stage.
depression.
Yeah.
And that's where you can't eat
Oh,
or you overeat
okay.
and not socializing as before, isolating yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course the other end is, again, if you do not pay attention and get proper seek professional help,
Yeah.
um, you get, we call it negative thoughts,
Mm,
like
good.
you feel like harming yourself,
Okay. Yeah.
doing something to yourself.
Mm.
So that is it's yeah, it's gone to another level.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I guess it's okay. So we've got. I feel okay today. I had. Let's just say I had a bunch of unit assignments I need to complete. I procrastinated and I'm submitting towards the end. So I was a little bit more stressed with that. I got this family function I have to go to. And also I'm feeling really down and almost hopeless that I can't finish that.
Yes.
So does that mean I have depression or is that more of like a long-term thing? Is it like a continuous thing every day where I'm feeling that hopelessness and that sadness? So it's not like a quick fix kind of situation.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
It's not like a one day. Yes. What depression is, it's continuing.
Yes.
Even after your exams, even after that family function is over,
Mm.
you keep feeling down. You keep feeling,
Down.
yes, even when you're with your friends, you just
Yeah.
feel lonely.
Okay.
You don't have any enjoyment out of anything. You can't say you like sports
Yeah.
or going to watch movies,
Mm-hmm.
um, but you just don't get that enjoyment out of it, out of
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
activities.
Mm-hmm.
That is where. So it's constant and it has to happen for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I said, more than 3 to 4 weeks. Um,
Great.
but yeah, when you're feeling stressed before family function and
Yeah.
there's an exam coming up, that's a healthy nervousness.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I know for common signs, like when someone is struggling, is like they tend to move away from you.
Yes.
They withdraw to themselves.
Yes.
They become a little fidgety, or they snap at you a lot quicker. Even I do. I know for myself when I get stressed and stuff, I get snappy a lot quicker.
Yes.
But they keep saying, "Oh, I'm just fine. Like I'm just a little tired. I'm just fine." So like teens, like younger teens, like my siblings, they might just shut down. But no, I know certain adults, they might just isolate themselves or even just overwork just to compensate. Like, oh, I just need to hide these from these emotions, or I just need to do something so I'm distracted from it, and then just work and work and work. So when I'm approaching someone who's like that, what should be my goal? Is it I'm trying to fix them? Like I can fix you immediately, 5 minute talk and we're sorted? Or is it a process where it's like gently we have chats and they get better? Like the same way with the gym, doing it more and more consistently, it gets better instead of like a one-time fix. Yeah.
That's very interesting how
Yeah.
you keep saying fix it, because I think we'll talk more about that when we come to men's mental health.
Okay. Yeah.
I guess female and male brains, we all know it's different.
Mm-hmm.
For males, it's logic and you're trying
Yeah.
to fix something.
Mm-hmm.
But with females, it's not. We are more sensitive, we are more caring, and
Mm-hmm.
we know some things are not fixable.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look, with mental health, Aaron, it's not about fixing.
Okay.
It's about just sometimes just being there with that person.
Okay.
Sometimes even in silent. You do not have to say anything. If that person doesn't want to talk, that's okay.
Mhm.
Just let them know, look, I'm just here. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna be here with
That's
you.
it. Yeah.
We don't have to talk. And yes, it is a process.
Yeah.
And if that person already has a good relationship with you, you build a rapport with them,
Mhm.
then you have a better chance to approach them, in a straightforward
Mhm.
way.
Yeah. Mhm.
But if not, it's a process. It's about building that trust and relationship and that rapport first,
Yep. Mm.
and then yeah, pretty much asking them, are they okay?
Yeah. Mm.
Is there anything that we can do to help
Absolutely.
them?
Mm.
Or I'm just letting them know I'm
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
So you're a mental health nurse,
Yeah.
right? So how do you do that with patients? Because I know you say building rapport, but that takes time. So for us friends, it's a lot easier. But patients are people you've never met in your life, and you're seeing them, and they've never met you. So how do you do that as a mental health nurse?
Yes. Look, in mental health, we do build up that skill,
Mhm.
and it is about getting to know them first,
Okay.
getting to know the history
Yes. Yeah.
and what they're going through, and of course, asking them, like, right at this moment,
Mhm. Mhm.
what are they going through?
Okay.
What kind of help do they need?
Mhm.
And then, of course, looking at their support networks, their next of kins, and things
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
that. And yeah, it takes time.
Takes time.
It's a process
Yeah.
building that
Mm.
rapport. And I guess, with any of us, we don't just, when a stranger comes up to you, even with a healthcare
Mhm.
professionals,
Mhm.
um, it takes time. For example, even with your GP, with a new
Yeah.
GP,
Mhm. Yeah.
it takes time for you to open up.
Yeah. That's
You
right.
don't just go first visit, open
I
everything,
think
and
yeah.
then no, it takes
Yeah.
time.
It does. It does.
You do, it is healthy actually. It is
Mhm.
about protecting yourself and then figuring out, oh, can I trust this person?
Mhm. Okay.
So, and as mental health professionals,
Mhm.
that is our duty of care and that is our skill that we've built up. And then
Yeah.
first, we do build that trust up first
Mhm.
and build that rapport.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, yeah, our patients. So in an inpatient setting, we call them patients.
Impatient. Yeah.
In community, we call them consumers.
Okay.
So again, with within the community, the names have changed.
Mhm.
Before we used to call them clients and
Okay.
other consumers
Consume.
just to reduce the stigma.
Okay. Yep.
So yeah, at times it's difficult,
Mhm.
and but it's okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
What I've learned during this is now my 16th year
16
in
wow.
mental health nursing. What I've learned is it's okay to take time.
Mm.
With anything that becomes successful.
Mhm.
It's like building a house.
Mm.
You need to have a good foundation
Efficient.
first
Yeah.
to build the house up. So it's like that.
Mhm. So we talked about dealing with mental health, everyday day-to-day life with our family, with our friends. Then you, as a mental health professional, you do it at work. How about for those in like maybe within their own company? So engineering firms or law firms. Like I've heard of this mental health first aid training. Like we talked about, okay, in our day-to-day lives, in your professional setting, but how would I look into that in a work setting? Like, obviously, with work and stuff, it can get really stressful easily,
Yes.
with all the projects and things you got to get done. So, how do I deal with that? Is there like a heard mental health training? Like, what is that? First aid training? Yeah.
So yes, I know we've all heard of CPR
CPR, yes, we have.
for physical, to get the heart start again.
Yeah, that's right.
I
Yeah.
guess in the simplest form.
Well, yeah.
But now we've introduced a concept called, like as you said,
Mhm.
mental health first aid training,
Training.
which
Yeah.
I'm really glad.
Okay.
Because so you don't have to, for mental health first aid training, we within the Crown Cross Healthcare, we provide to organizations and companies, to staff members. You don't have to be mental health professionals.
Mm.
So it is similar to CPR.
Okay.
Okay, tell me, what do you do in CPR? So someone collapses in front of you.
Yeah.
Do you have to be a
No,
doctor or
no.
So what do you do?
If you've done the course, you know how to take care of them until like an ambulance if someone comes.
Correct. So what you do in mental health first aid training is, say someone next to you, a stranger or a family member, staff member, having a panic attack.
Yeah.
So you equip with yourself what to do
Okay.
to help that person,
Mhm.
and yeah, just saving a life, being with that person
Mhm.
until professional help comes.
Okay.
So that's what mental health first aid training
Brilliant,
is.
yeah. So panic attack meaning. So how do you identify a panic attack? I can say I had a panic attack and I was just stressing over the if I would have to survey. Like what does a panic attack look like?
Panic attack symptoms very similar to heart attack symptoms.
Okay.
So we do get, look, in a situation where you don't know whether you don't know the person, or you know, it's better to call 000,
Mm-hmm.
because you do feel chest pains, you do feel short of breath,
Mm.
and you sweat, you're
Yeah.
sweating, and it, yes, so similar to heart attack. And like I
Similar
said, this, this very, some people experience very sharp chest pains.
pains. Yeah.
Um, so if you know that person, if that person does have a history of having panic attacks,
Mhm.
then you can calm themselves down. We usually do deep breathing techniques
Yeah.
that we use. So within our mental health first aid training, we do teach that technique,
Sure.
how to do deep breathing,
Deep.
because it is evidence based.
Yeah. Okay.
If someone does deep breathing in the right way,
Yeah.
use the correct technique,
Mm-hmm.
it works.
Yeah.
It can really calm someone down,
Mm.
and then you call a professional,
So
or
okay.
get them to go to their
GPs.
GP.
Yeah.
Or if they've still got chest pains, definitely get them to go to the emergency,
Yeah. Mm.
because what we say is, don't take any risk.
Mm.
If you don't know if this is a panic attack or a heart attack,
Yeah.
just call 000.
Yeah.
You're there to save a life.
Yes.
It's better to get them assessed and then figure it out. Okay, it's just a panic attack.
Yeah.
Than
It leading to something.
exactly.
Yeah.
Then that person is actually having a heart attack,
Yeah.
and then treating them as panic attack.
Yeah.
So it's your objective assessment, and again, that is the uh, benefit from this mental health first aid training.
Mm.
We teach, we educate the communities out there, the organizations, the company staff, to recognize the warning signals and really what to do in the
Yeah.
situation. So panic attack is just one example
So yeah.
that you
Okay.
can
Yeah.
encounter. Yeah.
I think it's good that there's an opportunity to do this first aid training because, like you said, we may not recognize the signs, and if we just let it be, then that could lead to even like physically, like an actual heart attack, like you mentioned about your father,
Yes.
with like the stress that comes over, like stress of work, and that could just lead to a heart attack even. So thank you, Sahara. You're
Yes.
wonderful. So
Actually, can I please tell you, I was having a look at some statistics.
no worries, yeah, go for it.
Yes. So, and well, now, Aiden, it's not about yoga and
Okay.
footballs,
Okay.
because that is what we have. We feel like, as an organization,
Mhm.
mental health first aid training or mental health and well-being sessions
Yeah.
to staff members,
Okay.
that should be like fire drills.
All
You know how
right.
fire drills are
Yeah,
compulsory?
compulsory.
It's like that.
Yeah. Works.
So I was having a look at this. I was doing a research on lost productivity, and it is very significant. If I tell you, let me go into my research. And so this was done by the World Health Organization.
Okay. Well,
WHO, we
yeah.
call it. Globally, an estimated 12 billion working days are lost every year to depression and anxiety, at a cost of US 1 trillion per year in lost productivity.
Wow. From mental health.
Mental health, from poor mental health, from staff not looking after mental health.
Mhm.
So, and I saw another one within Australia. Let me see whether I can quickly find that one out.
Mhm.
Um, so we don't realize this. So people with mental ill health are also estimated. So this is within Australia
No, I feel
to
that.
experience reduced productivity
Uh-huh.
on 14 to 18 days per year, an estimated cost of 7 billion per year.
7 billion in
That is,
Australia alone.
yes, that's lost productivity.
Wow.
So, which I hope that this will encourage the companies, the management
Mhm.
organizations out there to, if you want, and there's another research that I found out that says if you do spend $1
Yeah.
in looking after your staff, mental health and well-being,
Mhm.
you gain $4 in profit.
Oh, okay.
So how good is
That's
that?
wonderful. Yeah, that's so
So
good.
look, I know at times, look, with the businesses,
Mhm.
it is the senior management, they do need to look at their profits. They do need to look
Mhm.
at their budget
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, they have staff to look after.
Yeah.
They're responsible for their staff.
Mhm.
But w- what we tend to focus more on is, okay, working,
Yeah.
statistics, KPIs,
Yeah.
and numbers only.
Mhm.
But then we do need to look at the mental health
Yeah.
side of the things. If so, these statistics are because of stress and burnout.
Mhm.
So if an organization out there wants to have to keep their staff members not satisfied is not the word, like happy and
Mhm.
looked after
Yeah.
and want more productivity,
Mhm.
we need to pay more attention
Yeah.
to staff mental health and well-being.
Mhm.
And for example, if we get, this is a very well-known Google.
Yeah.
And have you ever seen the
The
headquarters?
office, they look so nice.
Exactly.
They have like a park inside and some
Exactly.
like ping pong tables everywhere. It's so nice. In there.
Yes. And, if staff wants to have a bit of a nap
Yeah.
or take a rest, they have um, environments that they have made within
Sleeping.
their office as well. So, which
Wow.
means, they have more retention in staff, staff are more happy. And in return, also, staff they do get loyal. And,
Yeah.
which means they're happy, and then that increases productivity.
Activity. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a really good example. So we need to
Yeah.
pay more attention to
Mhm.
mental health and well-being. And as I said, the main benefit out of it is, that reduces staff taking sick leaves,
Taking sisters.
taking
Yeah.
mental health leave days,
Mhm.
and you can retain staff retention as well. So,
Yeah.
and again, this is a well-known thing, to hiring new staff and training new staff,
Mhm.
that that's a cost in itself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and from the companies that we provided mental health first aid training
Yeah.
or mental health and well-being sessions, we've
Mhm.
received very positive feedback.
That's wonderful. Yeah.
And sometimes, it is just about knowing these triggers, these warning
Okay.
signs,
Right.
and like I said, reflect on yourself.
Yeah.
And then from most of the trainings that we did, and it was very evident there's
Mhm.
a huge gap,
Mm.
and people are like, yeah, sometimes even like basic knowledge about mental health and well-being,
Yeah.
people are not aware.
Okay.
They might not know about the numbers and how to get profit, but then when it comes to stress, and
Yeah.
they're not aware how to look after themselves.
Yeah.
So it is a bit of a warning when you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think what I realized is mental health isn't like a thing where we take care of once there's a crisis. It's like an ongoing support, checking in every day kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yes.
Mental health is not a luxury. It's a
Mm.
necessity,
Wow.
because that is what it has become.
Somebody
these
write that
days.
down. Not a luxury, it's a
Necessity.
necessity. Yeah. Wonderful. So thank you all for listening to Real Talk Real Life. Next episode, we're going to have something amazing. We're going to have a guest as well, which would be great. So please do like on YouTube or like it on Instagram, or if you think the highlights, or on YouTube as well, subscribe, and follow us on Spotify at Real Talk Real Life. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Wonderful. Done. Listen.
Listen, I don't want you to send wide afraid.
Did I think bye?
No, when you send like
Oh yeah, we kept going.